Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerdlings of all ages. This is the final game in tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. Very, very close to the top of the leaderboard as well as we head into game number 6. My name is Jorisar. Welcome to the stream, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the game so far. We've got one more pass at Erringle for you before we say a good night. And a third military island finish is actually possible here. It is a 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock plane path, pretty much as fair as you like. Let's see what the circle wants to do. Will Austrian Force finally get a circle? Please, just one time. We'd rather not rotate at the 7-minute mark, they say. Let's see. They've got severity. Are we going to end up back on Billy base again? Find out in just a couple of seconds. Tonight's circles have been wild, everyone. They have been kind of insane. We will wait and see. Long shoots from Solo towards Hospital. Things look relatively calm. Hey, there we go. It's on the mainland. Austrian Force are not the team that have to travel the furthest. All right, centering in just northwest of Pechenki. Oh, I don't know what to say now. Things are normal. Guys, we could chill out. We've done it. We've made it. What are you all planning to do this weekend? Let's have a chat. I'm going to put the VODs up, not just from these, not just from this set of 6 games, but also from the monthly custom games that we had over the weekend on the first Saturday of every month. It was insane. We had a full lobby, like 100 people trying to join for every single game on Saturday. And we gave away a whole bunch of G-Coin codes and contraband coupons. And it was mad. I had to start the games quick because there were 100 people in there and there was no point keeping them waiting. It was high energy. Oh, high impact, high energy, high entertainment. Really, really good fun on the weekend. I don't really think anyone's going to blink first here. We're not going to see an ultra early rotation. Let me explain why. On Military Island, if you had... Oh, I like that you can move there so you can actually see the edge of the map now. That's actually genuinely useful. Thank you, PUBG. But on Millie Island, for example, you only have a set number of routes that you can take. So moving across, there are a lot of choke points. In a circle like this, if you were to come from the west... Okay, I appreciate this is mostly coast. You can go north of Everest, south of Everest, through here, all the way between Primorsk and Quarry. There's so much. If you want to come from the east, you've got the river all the way down to Sharkfin. You're completely and utterly fine there, right? Absolutely fine. If you want to come in through the north, okay, you're a little bit restricted by the bridges here, but still, you've got 4 or 5 different options. This means there's significantly less pressure on the teams to rotate early and put in like some sick 300 IQ rotation. It's simply not necessary in order to survive. I'm not saying that you wouldn't otherwise want to. You can still rotate early, but the point is you're less forced to doing something like that. And that makes a big, big difference in circles like this. So I genuinely think, even though it's game 6 of a scrims, and I might cast a curse the living hell out of myself, I know we should see a relatively chilled out first couple of circles this game. I'm calling it now. That should be fairly safe. But we'll wait and see. You never know. It's a percentages game. It's a statistics game, is PUBG. And all I can do is spit the stats. How much the game wants to prove me wrong. It's up to the game, really. Nailcop has heard the shots from Venice, from Watertown. Wants to have a peek towards Primal. Dunlop is spotted, but I think Nailcop will be able to move on to his merry way. Oh, no! We're going to have a quiet couple of... just a nice, quiet couple of circles, guys. I wouldn't worry about it. Very chill start to the game. Very relaxed. See? Look at that. Relaxed. No problems. Very chill. Very relaxed. No one's shooting anyone. No drive-bys. No insta collapses on anyone. Things are chill. Just chill. Austrian Force are in circle and it's before 7 minutes. There we go. Oh, I felt sorry for their rotations, man. Like they are so good. So good. But the circles have not been anywhere close to them today. So maybe they'll finally get a little bit of a break. Tiggleton and Hwyn. One half of Soniqs with Shrimsy and Mime taking the southern side here. They are north and south of Chopsticks as things stand. Team Solo might be looking at where Win or Die have gone at the moment, but I feel like they're going to dip, especially once they hear the shooting. I think Diggory from Buga attracted a couple of shots from Win or Die, and that was enough information for Team Solo to move. Looks like they're going to settle on up and down, which is fine. Question mark in late from between Saberni and Stalba. Toxic players still Milter. No problem at all. FaZe now moving in. The Woo going to be a late team as well. Completely fine, by the way. Acknowledging that that is the position that they are in. No issues at all. Who's running into who? Everyone looks well behaved. Come on, FaZe Clan, send it center. Make me proud. Yes. Other side of Pachinki. Go all the way. Why stop here? Yes. Bombilovo moves away from Primal. Just wanted to see if they had taken this compound as well. Primal in a 2-2 split. We've got Jogez and NaVi in this particular compound. Dunlopper and Sumo Jabs will be closer to Ruins. And actually, MTB are within shooting distance of them now. Not getting any closer. I'm trying to generate the drama, guys. I'm trying. Dragon Pump having a wee little scout. He knows that Stardust are there. He definitely saw the vehicles. Oh, wow. And they're properly giving Fex and Gustav a run for their money now as well. But remember, from the farmhouse buildings, they are behind so much cover that they can afford to take those pot shots at FaZe Clan. Not a problem at all. PCIFIC Esports are going to commit to the north side of Pachinki. Are they stopping here? They are. They're going to go ahead and grab the garage compound. We have some questionable parking. Insurance will have something to say about that. I'm deep. Gets the buggy in. After a fashion. Bluffist will be joining him shortly. Second buggy. Oh. There's a story there. I don't know what the story is. Actually, I do know what the story is, but there's a story there. All right. Austrian Force 2-2. I don't know why Misa doesn't have a logo. Neither does Silers. Oh, what's going on? That should be the natural 2-2 split right there. Logo versus no logo. In fact, there are quite a few players without it. Must be an observer interface thing in game number 6, guys. The game's like, I can't take this anymore. Toxic players moving towards FaZe Clan, and because they're in vehicles as well, they're not set up in a position to instantly take them down. We could still see some drive-bys though. The vehicles have been heard by Julian, but he's gone. They've gone away now. It should be fine. FaZe have actually opted to go south and move maybe all the way around to the west. That'll be a really interesting rotation if they choose to do that. That'll take them past NaVi, past Soniqs, and potentially past Allen Oil as well. Feinoto doing a little bit of scouting for that latter team. Wanting to see if anyone's in Gatka. Vard loses a single shot to say, yes, someone is here. So Feinoto knows someone's there. Doesn't know how many, but knows it's occupied. That's enough information for now. Phase 2 has popped. It is basically in the middle of nowhere. It's in between Pachinki and Gatka. A lot of fields here. We've got Chopsticks still in. FaZe Clan now looking to move further into a zone. Soniqs moving from this compound that FaZe, I think, want to go ahead and backfill. Mime has a decision to make. Oh, Mime no longer has a decision to make. I thought Mime had a car right there and he was just going to leave. Clearly not. Let's take a look. He wasn't close enough to the car, unfortunately, when the rest of Soniqs moved out. That's Mime out. We've got STARDUST and PCIFIC Esports very close to each other. The problem is they're only close to Bluffist because CrossCow and Noxy are trying to defend the church that the Woo have decided they want as well. Ibby knocked, Nixie knocked and taken out of the game. CroCow trying to defend against Quizzy. And the third party, beautiful sniping there from Entropic, keeps PCIFIC Esports alive. It's CrossCo and Bluffist now up top here, and Noxy's actually crawling to safety. Smoke's going out, should be able to get the revive. Now we've got the Molotovs, we've got the frag grenades coming out to try and keep the Woo at bay. Biestoloch here really struggling. The last player left alive needs to get Quizzy down from up top so that he can get the res, but I don't think... I mean, that's way too much ground for Quizzy to cover. He's better off staying in this ball. But I don't see how he's get... I don't see how. I can't. NaVi and STARDUST having words with each other long range. We actually have a member of NaVi down and out, and that's because they're busy trying to deal with toxic players. Short range as well. Beautiful flick from Uber to get April, even though April lost the first shot. I thought for sure Uber was going to go down and it was just going to be a straight up trade, but NaVi losing example. Uber will be able to heal it down to 3. So about this super chill phase 1, phase 2, guys. About this really quiet game that I'm quoted on stream as saying, don't worry, with this kind of circle, life's chill. Man. Very different stuff going on here. MTB spotting another PCIFIC Esports player. Going down. CrossCo will be able to get revived. I feel like Eindeep either needs to join them or they need to go join Eindeep in the garage compound here, because they've got vehicles down here, don't they? They have those they have the buggies that they came in with earlier. Is it just the one? I thought they had a second vehicle as well. Okay. PCIFIC Esports are a little bit lucky to still have all of their players alive, if I'm honest. Speaking of lucky, this will have nothing to do with it because Alia, what a ridiculous spray transfer. He's not even on like 1 HP or anything. 42 hit points. Taking out 2 members of question mark. World-class players. Of course, Alia's a world-class player himself, but that was special. Oh, sheesh. I feel like question mark is sitting back in their seats right now going, you know what? Fair enough if he can do that. Damn. Aduzi and Hobo are going to be annoyed with that. There will, if there's a way for them in, though, they will find it. Alan Oil have been cut out of phase 3. Chopsticks no longer feature. We're going in between Pachinki and Ruins instead, so very much away from Gatka here. Primal have got prime position. They were 2-2 split there. They've already collapsed into a full team, partly because they don't want to get crashed. They know that in a zone like this, we're now starting to add the pressure on. There are still 17 teams alive. So even though there's been a lot of action, only one team's actually bowed out of this game so far, to be fair, in the first 14 minutes. Now win or die. Hunting for Austrian Force. Vashku needs to find a way to get to safety. Extents now needs to heal. Rough for both teams, but as long as win or die are still pinned down, this actually buys the rest of Austrian Force time to get into more defensible positions. If Vashku goes down, for example, it's tricky for Zoka to get to him to revive. Similarly, if Zoka goes down, maybe Sylar and Misa can get across in time, but they're basically quite split from a taking a fight point of view. Southern Edge. Got NaVi coming up onto FaZe Clan. I don't know to what extent they will encounter Dragon Pump. I suspect they won't. Not until the rest of FaZe Clan get up here anyway. And then if they want to fight over this position, I can see Melman actually being the one taking the first shots. So we'll keep an eye there. Oh, Alan Oil wanted to go north. Solo said nope. And question mark is sending it. They're threading the needle. Oh, have they found a building? They found a building. There's a dasher there, but is anybody home? Doesn't look like it. They'll take it. Oh, hello. What? No, no, we're good. Okay. Woo! Heart attack moment. AfterAlt. Twisted Minds trading there. Lou with a beautiful headshot onto Klim. Both sides, though, losing out. And Twisted Minds actually not getting the full point from that either. Although I think they will. I feel like Klim's not getting revived here. MTB Esports with the third party. Beautiful grenade onto the car. Does that go under the car? It does. Not that it matters. I think it'll finish him off. Wow. It actually doesn't. Bayanin is down. Third party from Perfectix onto Hibako. Revenge is a dish best served cold. And AfterAlt right now are paying the price for messing with Twisted Minds earlier on. Lou wants this. He's not going to get the angle to finish off Hibako. But to whoever finishes this fight, Twisted Minds will be able to gatekeep them coming into circle. Phase 4, after all, has completely locked them down to the north side of Pachinki. So MTB Esports will have a fair ways to go. Hibako eliminated. Lou is going to know. Doesn't look like they're hanging around to wait for MTB either, although they could. Austrian Force coming in now. They found their way around ruins. Misa has a Groza and level 3 gear. Do we want to check this out? Of course we want to check this out. Is that cooked enough? It looks like it might be. No. Hiruzen gets behind a little bit of cover. Now we're playing TDM in the ruins, ladies and gentlemen. Is that grenade coming Vashku's way? It is! It is! What a beautiful bit of cooking! Hiruzen there holding on for dear life for win or die. Living up to the name of his team. Silas, his head has been spotted. Is that enough for Hiruzen to get the headshot? Not quite. Another bit of cooking. But he hears the footsteps. Misa right behind him. Very smart grenade. Not quite enough. Molotov over the wall. Molotov over the wall. And they're... This is almost comedic. But in truth, it's simply high tension. Oh no! Hiruzen goes down to the zone. Misa didn't actually get the credit for that. Austrian Force down to 2 players. And Leosh will very happily clean up there. Win or die also down to 2. What is happening? Phase 4. Moving in 30 seconds time. We've got 4 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make that 5 if you count the church. In Pachinki. And Tropic look like they're in a decent position here. To gatekeep everyone on the south and the west. Question mark down to 1. Twisted Minds have got the east. MTB. Well, we knew they were going to be gatekept by Twisted Minds after they moved up and above this hill. That's exactly what's happening now. Although Lou can't quite find the knocks. Spyro will, though, so that's fine. Big yoink onto Eski. CTR and Junzi still waiting. Buga in the blue, Brutal. Leosh in the blue, Brutal. They're basically gone, I think, because a Primal will be able to gatekeep them as well. I want to know where Primal go. That's what I want to know. They can go into solo, but they still have to figure out a way to get into zone. And take a look at what the edge of zone looks like here. Guys, this ain't great. I mean, this is something, but it's not a lot. You know what I mean? So this is going to be very, very interesting indeed. Leosh, how many first aids have you got, man? It's 5. Lou had 25. Gotta do better, man. Unfortunately, I do not think this is going to last much longer for Leosh. They're giving it a go. Diggory actually going down before him in zone. Now we have Solo. Beautiful headshot. Almost getting the second as well. Sumo Jabs goes down to about 40 hit points. NaVi, though, will be able to get that revive up. But again, what's going to happen with them in zone now? Aduzi doesn't care. Aduzi just wants all of the kills. This side of zone, not that great. And that's okay. Thinks about the grenade. Realizes it's a little bit too late. Now also realizes that it's a full squad he's dealing with. Thinking twice about what they do. They're rotating south. Have they got an opportunity to maybe get the final car and come in behind them? I don't know. NaVi eliminated by Twisted Minds. Look at all of these teams in Pachinki. No, Aduzi's healing now in the blue. He's letting them go. He wants to sneak back. MTB onto Dragon Pump. That's a third party. Well, I say a third party. It's a third, fourth, and fifth party. 762. He should be able to get the revive up onto one of his teammates, but Entropic are super close by and looking to end this. QB into the downstairs room. Does over 300 damage with that grenade. FaZe Clan eliminated just outside of the placement points. Entropic now up to 5 kills, and all 4 of their players are alive. They're also on the edge for the next zone, so still very much in it. PCIFIC Esports as well. They struggled when they got into Pachinki, but you know what? They got the kill. Not only have they got the kill to their name, they also have all 4 players left alive, and they are able, even though they're very much on the edge of town, they're still in the zone. PCIFIC are doing just fine. STARDUST, on the other hand, feel a little pinched. I'm not sure what I'm doing if I'm the Woo right now. Dogs down and out. What will the rest of STARDUST do? They're in a little bowl as well, so they don't exactly have any natural angles onto everybody else. And they're a little worried, a little bit paranoid about who's going to be in the church. Biestolot just... Wow, that is... I mean, that is something, isn't it? Unfortunately, they're going to have to move out. This zone is ridiculous now. Let's take a quick look. Twisted Minds probably have an excellent spot here because they have this nice little plateau that they can defend. Take a look what everyone else has got. Like 3 rocks and 2 trees, and that's basically about it. Aduzi eliminated after trying successfully, to be fair, to backstab Primal. Jogez goes down. Oh, no. That was close. Entropic coming in for a second. They want to clean up. I'm not sure they quite realized that this fight wasn't all that one-sided, but they're successfully doing it anyway. Lucarux down, the only player from Entropic to not be standing at the moment. He's getting insta-revived as well, and actually Primal are running into MTB. Twisted Minds are just happy to steal absolutely everything from this plateau. They can watch the rest of the server go by while they very happily rack up the kills. Batulins has gone down. He's out of the game, but they're at 6 kills and counting. Into the placement points. Again, another beautiful headshot from Spyro. They are third-partying the entire map at this point, guys. Twisted Minds are going to be the final boss here. We mentioned STARDUST were being squeezed. It's only MTB left. And that's it. PCIFIC Esports have successfully gatekept them. They're up to 4 kills. And all of them are still alive. But again, from a positioning point of view, I don't know what else you can necessarily do. Ooh! Nail Up absolutely knocks the head off the shoulders of Nail Cop there to advance Entropic into the final 4. That was some very, very aggressive drive-by from Entropic there. They're up to 8. Into the final 4 as well. A solid points haul to end the game here. Oh, we have a bait crate. Now, this one, guys, I'm pretty sure no one's about to get, okay? It's an AUG. We love us an AUG. Sumo Jabs just chilling in the middle of zone. Can Entropic see him? Not quite. Not quite. There's a little bit of a dip there that Entropic are in, which means they can't actually see Sumo Jabs, which is fair enough. I'm less sure, though, about Pacific. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. So Sumo Jabs is relying on everybody staying on the edge of the circle. It's Primal versus Twisted Minds versus Pacific versus Entropic. And Entropic, well, they had crazy drive-bys before. Why can't they have another one? Going into phase 7, they are very much cut out of zone. The funny thing is, if they use the vehicles and create a barricade right on the edge of zone, they might even be able to use the crate to form part of their defense. Don't really think that's a game-winning move, though, because planning to get to the end of phase 7 is not the same as planning to get to the end of phase 9. Spyro is a beast. Twisted Minds continuing to third party the world. And they've also got a little bit of this plateau still very much in the next circle as well. So they can preserve their helmets, vests, and utility if they so choose to, unless PCIFIC Esports decide they want that position for themselves. Doesn't look like that's necessarily the case at the moment, but they do see the smokes. They are thinking about it for sure. Is Noxy just going to run over? Oh, wow. Okay, we're going for it. Primal eliminated there. And in rotation, Entropic lose too. The rest of Pacific are coming in. Perfectix now, the first player to answer the door that's been knocked on. PCIFIC Esports properly going at it. Lots of utility coming out. Lots of defense from Twisted Minds. Nothing doing lethal damage yet, but that could change very shortly. Noxy falling to the barrel of Perfectix. Oh, they're lining up for him as well. Needs to reload. Goes down to 0 bullets, but a lot of damage being done by Perfectix there. Lou coming in to try and clean up. They're on the left-hand side. Can't see that just yet, but he should shortly. Eindeep gets the trade. Insta-revive onto Perfectix, maybe? Could work with the smoke already up there, but now we have Eindeep pushing. That is such a smart move. It's not fully effective yet, and Lou spots him from around the tree. Needs to go around the right side. Excellent headshot. They're both one shot. Eindeep gets it. Twisted Minds eliminated in third place. PCIFIC Esports, they're down to 3, provided they can get these revives up. And I'm not sure they can with grenades like that. Evas coming in over the top with an absolutely astounding frag grenade. And in game number 6, Entropic will pick up the spoils, ladies and gentlemen, with 12 kills. Very well played to them. And what an incredible final fight. In second place with 6 kills, we have PCIFIC Esports. And in third place with 9 kills, we have Twisted Minds. What a way to end the scrims this evening.